Howdy all, and welcome back to Immersion Gaming and to the trailer for the next game we are going to be playing. So, for those of you that's been watching my videos and following on my channel, we've just yesterday finished RoboCop Rogue City, and I've got to say I am really impressed with that game. Although we did have crashes and we did have glitches and stuff like that, as I've said all the way through the game, Teon are not a massive company, they're not a massive developer, do you know what I mean? So the fact that they've used Unreal Engine 5 to its full potential, they've kept everything in it, like looming and ray tracing and all the denoising, they've kept it all in and they've used it, which is reflected in how the game looks. It looks absolutely awesome. Taking the glitches and the crashes aside, it was completely immersive. I was really into it. All the characters from the original films are in it. RoboCop's exactly the same as the original films, even to the point of Peter Weller doing the voices and letting them use his face and stuff like that. Which, for those of you that don't know, Peter Weller played the original RoboCop. So yeah, I mean, everything was so well done, so well paced. There were a few rage moments in it, but that's just me. I get mad at the slightest fucking thing anyway, do you know what I mean? But there's points in it where you hardly get any health and you're fighting like a full army of frigging mercs and robots and things like that. And I just, in any game in a position like that, I get fucking mad about it. So yeah, that's nothing against the game itself. I think looking back on it now, it was paced pretty well. Because if I'd have got much more health than that, then it would have just been too easy, wouldn't it, really? But at the time, when I'm immersed in the game and my emotions are running high because I'm running around dodging bullets from like 50 different fucking places, yeah, just ignore that. That's just me reacting how I do to them sorts of situations. But as a whole, yeah, it was so well paced. I mean, so many places where it referred back to the original films, locations that we went to that were in the original films, stuff like that model that we've seen where the guy that got killed by the Ed 209 in the conference room in OCP Tower, we found the actual model that he'd been blown back onto, and there was blood all over it and stuff. So just little touches like that. For anyone that's a big fan of the films, the original films, yeah, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. So like I said, we only finished that yesterday, but as I've been saying throughout playing that game, I've got two brand new games that have just come out this month that I've been dying to play for a lot. One of them especially that I've been dying to play for many years. But unfortunately, we're not going to be doing that one first because that one's pretty long. I think it's something like 20 hours to complete or something like that. Whereas the one that we're going to be playing now is only 8 hours. So I thought, well, we'll get the short one done first and then we'll crack on. Because we've just done a long one, haven't we, with RoboCop, which is what, 12 episodes, 12 2-hour plus episodes. So yeah, I think we'll do a short one, which is the one we're playing now, and then we'll go on and do the next long one, which is the one, again, I've been really waiting for. So yeah, I think that's the best way to do it, just to break it up a bit so we're not doing two long games back to back. So yeah, not much more to be said. Is I think without further, I think you obviously already know what game we're playing next because it'll be in the title, which is Until Dawn, the remastered version. Now, for any of you that played the original Until Dawn, it's not the same game. Well, it is the same game, but it's not. I never got to play the original Until Dawn, same way as I didn't get to play the original Last of Us because they were PS exclusives, and I am going to go out and just buy a console for the sake of playing an exclusive. I did think about it, especially for The Last of Us, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's just ridiculous. So I've had to wait until it's got re-released on the PC. So what they've done, and I'm glad I did now, for the same reason I was glad I did for The Last of Us, because they've completely rebuilt it from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5. So as much as it probably looked good when they originally made it for the PS3, I believe it was, maybe. Probably looks great then when they brought it out, but it wouldn't look that good now if I were to play that version on my PC compared to today's standard of games. So I think the fact that they've remade it all in an engine like Unreal Engine, which we've already seen like with RoboCop, what it's capable of, should add so much more to the game. So yeah, like I said, they've completely rebuilt it. From what I've heard, it's got everything in it. So the ray tracing and the looming, I believe. From the brief knowledge I have of it anyway, I don't know until we properly get into it. I haven't even installed it yet. So yeah, up until I have a proper look into it. But I believe, especially because it's such a big game, you'd have thought that all the bells and whistles will be in it. Otherwise, what was the point of rebuilding it in Unreal Engine 5 if you weren't going to use it all? You know what I mean? So we'll see anyway. I'll tell you a bit more about that as we're playing it, when I know what's in it and what settings I can have on and stuff like that. So yeah, they've rebuilt it for the PS5 and the PC, obviously because they're your highest end. Well, the PS5 is the highest end console, really, isn't it? And obviously the PC is just high end everything if you've got a high end PC. So yeah. That it just says in the description when I've read it that PC users will be able to use it to its full extent because everything's unlocked in the settings, whereas obviously on the PS5 you're going to be limited to what the PS5 can handle. So yeah, I should be able to, just like I have done with Robocop, whack it on 4K, boom, everything on maximum. I'm hoping it's going to run fine because, as you know, that's how I like to play my games. Hence why I spent so much building a decent PC. So yeah, so I'll tell you a bit about the game before we crack on and watch the actual trailer. So as I've said, it came out in, I believe it might have been the 5th of October. It was either the 5th or the 8th, I think, something like that. So it's only been out a week or two, you know what I mean? It's a brand new game, and that's why I'm so excited to play it, because I have been waiting for this one, same as I was waiting for Last of Us. It was developed by Ballistic Moon, this version of it was anyway. I don't know if the original version was. I haven't done any digging really into the original version, but yeah, this version was developed by Ballistic Moon and it was released obviously by Sony Entertainment, Sony Computer Entertainment, which obviously because it was a PS exclusive, so they will own the rights to it. So yeah, pretty much the same as Last of Us in all that aspects. So from what I can gather about the story, again, I haven't gone too deep into it, because I don't like to do that. As you know, I've told you in all my previous trailers, I don't like to delve too deep into the stories because inevitably you will see spoilers or hear spoilers or read spoilers or whatever, and I don't want to do that. You know, the less I know about the game, the better. The less I see, the better, because then I'm going into it not knowing what to expect. But from what I can gather, you're in a group of 8 friends that have gone to stay in this mountain retreat somewhere, Black Mountain I think it was called, or Blackwood Mountain, something like that, and they have to stay overnight for some reason. I don't know why, I'm sure we'll find out in the game. They have to stay overnight in this cabin, in this mountain retreat. Now apparently they have to survive the night and it's secluded in this frigging forest somewhere, you know, on a mountain. And they're being terrorised by a mask-wearing psychopath. But it ain't just a mask-wearing psychopath from what I gathered, there's supernatural elements as well. So from what I saw of it, it reminded me a bit of Saw, where they put into certain situations or tests or whatever that they have to get out of, which is pretty much the storyline of Saw, isn't it? And even the protagonist, the guy in the mask, the psychopath, looks a bit like, not the same, obviously, but a bit like Jigsaw out of Saw. So yeah, that'd be an interesting storyline to look at. Now, from what I can gather, it's just like, say, the Telltale games, or specifically the Dark Pictures anthology games, where every choice you make within the game has a consequence. So there'll probably be a load of different endings for this game, and you actually are in control of who lives and who dies. So you can make certain choices throughout that game that's going to get characters killed or help them survive. So a lot of it is down to your decisions and how you play the game, and which I love. I absolutely love them types of games. Those are the true story-based games, and the whole reason I started this channel, because you find that them sort of games are like films, really like films. But it's a film you're in control of. So through your decision making, depending on what type of person you are, depends on what decisions you'll make and how you'll make them, you know what I mean? So you have complete control of where this game goes, where it ends inevitably, and how the story progresses, so who will survive, who will die. And I love that idea. I love it because I like films, you know, I love movies. So to me, this is the perfect balance between a movie and a game, because you get to watch a movie-like experience, but be in control of where that experience goes and how it inevitably ends. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I really am. Pretty much like I said, in the same way as I was for all the Dark Pictures anthologies. And I loved how they played out, and they were again really good games. It just looked like films. And this one is made in Unreal Engine 5, which they want. I think they were Unreal Engine 4, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really remember now, it's quite a while back. But yeah, and even they looked real. So I'm expecting big things from this with it being on Unreal Engine 5. So yeah, I mean, what more can I say? It looks great. It's the spot on sort of story-based game that I love, where it's an interactive movie style game. For you guys, it'll be great watching, because it'll be just like watching a movie. I mean, if you're squeamish about, say like if you can't watch Saw and things like that, then I don't know if it's going to be for you, because from what I gathered, it's quite scary. But again, I don't know, I've never played it. Just based on what I've seen. Yeah, just looks great all round, and it's going to look fantastic, hopefully. So anyway, I think without further ado, let you have a gander at the trailer video and see what you think for yourself. Now again, I ain't gone for one of these big long trailers, or I've just gone for a quick short trailer that just shows you the basics of what the game's about, and you just get to see a brief look at the protagonist as well, the guy in the mask. So yeah, without further ado, here is the trailer for Until Dawn.
What did you do? Just messing around, man. It wasn't serious. I'm such an idiot. Oh, Hannah!
There are a few things I need to make sure you understand.
I'm going to give you 10 seconds.
No, please, no!
The past is beyond our control. You have to accept this in order to move forward.
It was just a prank, man.
Everything you do, every decision you make from now on will open doors to the future.
The choice is yours.
I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this as you play your game.
Sam. Looking for me?
So there we go, that was the trailer for Until Dawn. Again, I don't know what you guys make of it, but it looks good, doesn't it? I mean, graphically, it looks great. I can't wait to see exactly how far I can push it, to see how real I can make it look. That's something it's a personal thing I love. I love to get it looking as real as I possibly can, because it all adds to the immersion then. And the more real it looks, the more believable it is, and the more believable it is, the more you get immersed into it. That's the whole idea, you know. That's why the mech games look so real. So yeah, I can't wait for that. I really can't. So I don't think there's much more to be said really. I'm not just going to waffle on for the sake of it, like always. And I want to crack on with getting this video done now, so I can get it on for tomorrow, which is Sunday. And then hopefully get the game started, or put it on for you starting Monday, hopefully. I'm hoping to start the game myself tomorrow, Sunday night, so then have it on for you Monday, hopefully. So yeah, that's the trailer for Until Dawn, the remastered, rebuilt version. So as always guys, thank you for joining me on this trailer video. I know it's short but sweet, but it's just a trailer video, and like I said, I want to get it done and finished. As always, if you would like to support Immersion Gaming, support me on this journey and help this channel grow into a point where I'll be able to do this full time, and then be able to start putting into effect some of the other bigger ideas I've got for the channel, which a lot of involves my subscribers, so to get you guys in on some of this experience with me. You know, it's not just about me, it's about a community. but I can't really start doing the bigger ideas until the channel grows. Firstly, because I need to be able to do it full time, and secondly, because having a bigger channel opens all sorts of doors and all sorts of possibilities, you know. So yeah, that's where we stand at the moment. We have gained a few more subscribers, so thank you guys. I want to say again a big thank you to Doylupi, who's also got a gaming channel, but their gaming channel is without commentary, so it's just the game itself. So if that's your preference, maybe go and have a look at Doylupi's games. You'll see they've commented on a few of my Robocop videos, so you can click on their name and it'll take you to their channel. So yeah, if you like games without commentary, go and nip over and have a look at Doylupi's. But yeah guys, I want to say a thank you to you, because you've been supporting me, you've been commenting on my videos, watching my videos. Thank you guys, I really do appreciate you. But I also want to say thank you to all my other new subscribers as well. I have seen you, don't worry, I know you're there, and I really appreciate you coming on board and supporting the channel. I really do. Thank you guys. But other than that, if anyone else would like to come and join the emerging gaming community, help build this channel up into something special and come along for the ride, as always, it's completely free to do, never going to cost you a penny. I'm not asking for your money or out like that. I never will be asking for your money. I'm just simply asking for your support in the form of clicking a few buttons. Take a couple of seconds of your day. If you can do that guys, you would be massively helping the channel out, and I would really, really appreciate it. And as always, the ways to do that is if you can click the like button underneath the video, the thumbs up button, either on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching it, preferably on YouTube, because that's where the channel is based and that's where it needs to grow to enable me to do it full time. The Facebook thing is just another way of sharing the videos, but again, the channel is on YouTube, so that's where it needs to go. So yeah, if you could give us a like, that would be absolutely fantastic guys. Again, that helps with the algorithm, pushing our video out to more people, so more people get to see them. Also, if you want to follow the Immersion Gaming Facebook page, that just helps the channel grow on Facebook, but will also allow me to start doing live streaming and stuff again on Facebook as well, because you now need to have so many followers to be able to do that, whereas you didn't used to after. But the main way, as always, to help this channel grow, to become part of the community, and also then be part of any of the future projects I've got planned, is to just simply click the subscribe button. Again, don't do out to your YouTube, don't cost you a penny. All it simply does is put our channel into your favourites on YouTube. That's it. Don't even send your notifications out. It just puts our channel into your favourites. If you want notifications every time I upload a new video, if you just click the bell icon next to subscribe, that will send you a little notification, a little on the bell icon at the top of YouTube to say I've uploaded a new video. But that's a preference, whether you want that or not, that's up to you. The subscribing is separate from that. The reason I say that is because some people think that just by clicking subscribe, you're going to get inundated with notifications saying that I've uploaded new videos and stuff like that. You're not unless you click the bell icon. And even then you won't be inundated, because I only upload one video a day if I'm playing a game. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's totally up to you, that's your preference. But yeah guys, if you could do that, you'll be helping the channel out massively. And like I said, that's the only way this channel's going to grow, to the point that I can start doing this full time and really, really start upping the game. Then you will see how much I've got planned for this channel. So yeah guys, other than that, thank you very much for joining me. And hopefully you're going to come and join us on Monday for you, hopefully, or Tuesday at latest, for part 1 of Until Dawn. So get your pillars at the ready so you can hide behind them when the scary moments come, because it does look pretty scary, doesn't it? But until then guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye.